I appreciate that. You see that right there? He just come out. He's right there. I started my laser and just flashed him. This is what I do. I take my laser, I go like this when there's no planes out, and I let them know I'm out here. And in my mind, I use whatever you want to call it, meditation, praying. I just let them know I'm just having a rough day, and I just want to know if they're out there, and if they could show up for me. This is where I'm at, and I say that in my head and think it, and as long as my intention or my intent is genuine, and it always is. I don't do it to film. That's why I can hardly ever get them on film. But I don't do it to film. I don't do it to be able to get footage of them, because I don't care if anybody believes me. I can do it any time of the day or any time of the night, and anybody can do it. It's just your soul, your heart, it has to be clear of any type of animosity, hatred, anger. It doesn't work like that. Whatever this is, it's universal. God, whatever it is, there's an energy, a frequency that is the universe, and it communicates with you if you want to communicate with it. But you have to be dialed in. You have to be willing to get on that level, and your intention has to be genuine. It has to be with respect. And if you're just not a good person, and if you're always angry, or you're always bitching, or you're always just full of it, an ego, whatever, they will not communicate with you. We have the power in our minds to heal ourselves. We can cause ourselves to be sick. We can cause our bodies to develop cancers and all these other things simply by what we think and how we go about our day to day. And if we are always thinking of the horrible or the worst, and we're always in despair and we have no hope, that will, over time, that stress and that dread will conjure up that evil, demon or that sickness, and it will manifest itself in your body, and that will become a tumor or whatever. And when they say back in the day, when people used to use their minds to prey on people and put their chi and their frequencies and all of their intentions and their thoughts into that certain, they call it the fraqua or whatever it is. When they put that, they can focus their energy and they can harness their chi and push that energy into other people's body, and they can feel it and you see it. And that is real. That is people using their mind to levitate things, and you see it all the time on Instagram and TikTok. And I used to think it was bullshit, which a lot of them are. Some of them are, but a lot of them are actually. especially the ones like when they're doing the aluminum foil. Like, well, that's your air pushing it, but it's more than that. It's just the people that are really learning it and harnessing that their powers. You can tell the ones that are really tied in and focused on it and really learning that skill, or tapping into that third eye, our powers. Those people that are really doing the work to learn that stuff and to teach their bodies and their mind, their souls, to harness that, you can tell which ones of those are real. And those people are just like me. They don't care if you believe them or not. That's not their job. What they're doing is just giving you an eye into what they're doing and how they do that stuff. It does not matter if you believe them. They don't care if you laugh, joke, because it's always the people that laugh and always say, oh, that's not real, that's fake, or can't do that. It's those people right there that their lives are miserable. It's because that they have never been able to concentrate or give themselves an edge and actually do something for themselves and learn something. They are so full of doubt because that's what they've been taught through the school, you know, the government and all these billionaire elites, Rothschilds, how they come into our school systems, and that's what they told us to do. They wanted us to be dumb. They wanted us to laugh at people when we've seen people do stuff like that. It was supposed to be because that stops people from ever wanting to ever show anybody when they really do something. If you laughed at somebody whenever trying to show you that they learned how to move a cup from across the room, and you laughed at them, and it would cause them not to ever want to show anybody else the shame and the guilt, and they don't want to put themselves through that, so they stop. And a lot of people don't realize that's where their talents are. Internet was the worst thing that ever happened as far as just what happened to our minds and how we have evolved into what the internet is today. It is an absolute social media. It's the absolute devil. Of course, we know this now. If we would have learned this when it first came out and understood the depth of which the MK Ultra and all that stuff was going on, and if we would have really understood just how serious that was and how real that was, we would have never allowed ourselves to get so deep into this social media and everything as we have. I'm just sitting on the back porch, about to go inside. It's about to storm. I just come in, working on my boss man's truck. My nephew is headed off to college. He's going to NC State. And he come over to my mom's, and we had all get together and had a little sit down, and he's sad, he's scared about going. I guess your first year in college, you can't have a car, or you can, but it costs so much money, like $650 just to even get a pass or whatever. But then you don't even know where your parking space is, and then you have so many different rules as far as where you can park, how you can park, and it's so stupid. It's just a scam. But hopefully he got a scholarship for the most part, from what I understand, and hopefully I told him not to sign no bunch of damn school loans and being stuck in something that never can pay back. And then by the time he gets out, this AI is going to be so big. It's going to be, his job is, hopefully what he's going for is going to work out. I think he's going to be a marine biologist, so I don't know if AI can do that for him. Maybe that job will still be there, but so whoever listens to this, if this is what you happen to click on, it's just my TED talk on the back porch watching lightning, talking and having UFOs show up and show that we're not alone, that's for sure. They come out every time I ask. It's the wildest thing. But if I come out here and I'm pissed off, or I've had just a rough day and I'm just pissed off at the world and just pissed off at how the world's going, and you know, I get ramped up about all this bullshit going on. All of our government officials are selling us out. It seems like just doom and gloom, and like nobody sees the big picture of what's going on right now. The rush to build these data centers is something fucking insane. And how many of the regulations and the laws that he has, you know, done away with, so these people can just go all out, no holds bars, no worries about resources or poisoning the communities or taking the resources or nothing. It's absolutely zero research done into it, or zero. How do people not understand how serious this really is? What is the, think about the big picture. Why are they doing this? Why is he so gung-ho about letting these people build all these data centers and get them done? And they want them done before it's time to vote for the next president. I think that we're going to be in trouble. I think Trump is not going to leave that White House, because if they get these data centers built and they get all this stuff, all these flock cameras set into place, and they get all this databases built on us, holy shit. Damn, somebody just let off a damn. But yeah, I just feel like I'm alone in the understanding, and I don't know how to get people to really grasp. It's everywhere. These data centers are going up, and but the problem really lies in is the people that's building these data centers. It's the people out here just like us, all the blue collar workers that are going to these fucking to these fucking job sites where they're building these things. And they're getting on the internet and they're complaining about it, but they're actively going to these places and building them. You can't be against something while you're fucking participating in building the motherfucker and you're getting paid for it. Listen to that shit. Them motherfuckers letting it loose. But bro, it's ooh wee, look at that. George Orwellian, what's that? Is it whatever you want to say, that 1948 or something like that, the movie. I can't think of the name of it. I think it's 1948, but that's it's ringing really fucking true right now. I mean, they are creating this depression that's coming like nobody's ever seen. They're ruining our shipping routes. All of our global economy has been completely shitted on. They've ruined all of our fucking farms. Our weather has just fucking ruined these farms that we have over here. Not only that, the ones over there across the oceans, and they have been fucking desecrated because they couldn't get the fertilizer and they couldn't get the water. Now it's just a fucking mess, dude. There are so many fucking evil reptilian oligarchs that are in place that we literally are going to have to fight this. And I'm not talking on the getting up and speaking at these town halls, and you see that don't work. And now these city council members are getting their houses shot up, and they're finding a letter on their doorstep says this is about the data center. That's just a warning. But Luigi Mangione, whether he's a government asset or whatever, CIA that did this and he planted this, but there's going to be a lot of those people, a lot of Luigis have been born over these flock cameras. All of these sensitive city council members and our local governments have completely sold us out. And it doesn't matter how much hell we raise, how many times we go up there and we cuss them out, and it doesn't work. So what is our next step? What is everybody to just give up because you don't want to lose your house, or you don't want to lose your 401k? That's why you don't want to. I don't know, man. I don't know. A lot of you wouldn't even. If somebody came in your house right now, walked in your yard, came in your house, kicked your door down, and took one of your kids and killed them, there's a mass majority of people out here that would not do anything. They wouldn't do a thing. They would literally call the police and wait on the police to do something. I don't care how many people you see on the internet talking about they would do this and they would do that. They wouldn't do shit. Mass majority of people that talk that shit, they wouldn't do a fucking thing. When it comes on your doorstep, you ain't gonna do nothing. It's just all talk. And especially if they feel like they're about to lose their careers, or they have a feeling that they're so scared of what people think or being ousted. I fucking hate what this world has turned into, man. It's a fucking shame. It's a real shame. And it's almost like I don't give a fuck. There's not enough people out here that seem like they give enough of a fuck to go out here and fight. I don't want to go fight for a lot of people. I don't care. If y'all don't care, I don't care. I don't want to throw my life away trying to protect something or do some good that literally no one. I don't want to be a martyr to be put on a fucking t-shirt for a week, or to be on a goddamn GoFundMe for one of my friends that I don't have, set up a GoFundMe and make $2 million off of it for me becoming a Luigi or some shit. I just don't know what these police, all of these, I know what they think. I know what their mindset is that they know that we're not going to do anything because we're cut off at the balls. They know that. They know that the majority of the people are scared. They're scared to ever stand up to the fucking corrupt laws. They're going to put these cameras in our communities. They're going to fucking build these databases, and they don't give a fuck about what we think, how we feel about it. And when y'all finally realize that the law is only for us, the law is only for the people out here that's abiding by it, trying to do the right thing. It's not for the people out here that's actually breaking the law. All these people that's committing the fraud, they're allowed to commit all of this fucking Medicaid fraud. And how does that even happen without one of these fucking city council members and somebody in the tax office putting these? It's all an inner working that we're not part of. I picked the wrong fucking career, I'll tell you that. But I'm thinking I'm going to run for some type of city council, something around here that one of these motherfuckers out here that are been sitting on these boards or sitting on these council seats and been getting elected because there's nobody running against them. I want to be somebody. I want to run against these motherfuckers. That's what we got to do. This is the only legal route that we have to do. It's not Democrat, it's not Republicans, it's none of that shit. It's all of them. We have to be as one to care about what our kids, we have to care about our communities, we have to care about the fact that we have to be the ones that get into these positions. But there has to be enough of us out here to go out here and run and do these things. And it's hard whenever you feel like you're the only one out here willing to do this shit. You know? And I just seen a fucking UFO in the goddamn clouds. I don't know if you can be able to see this, but I'm gonna show you. Holy fuck. I just seen it. Alright, so you got if I can get that light so right in there, as you're going to see, or right in there. If that lightning hits really good, you'll see it. I don't know what the fuck that was.